Record button. All right. So, hi, everybody. I want to just say hi. My name's Amanda Macaluso. I am the Girls Camp Director. I am coming from Camp Arbutus. We're super excited to have you all here very soon. Just a little history about me. This is I'm about to start my 31st summer here at Camp Arbutus, Hayo-Went-Ha. I can't believe that the time has zipped by so fast and I'm already up to 31 years, but I work year round. This is a full-time year-round job for me to get camp ready for everybody. So now that all the staff is here, my work throughout the year is now in place. So today is not going to take very long. I just want to make sure we've answered as many questions that we think you have. And if we don't answer them, there is a little time at the end for you to jump in and ask questions. Along the way, feel free to add some questions into the chat if you like, and then I'll cover it as I go. But this is just the outline of what we will be doing today. Just a little staff intros, just a little bit about check-in, some trip details, some packing list suggestions, and then some bonus information throughout the session, and then an opportunity to answer questions. So first is first, I've introduced myself. Also on the line is Emma, who is the division leader for the Holo. And if you want to jump on, Emma, and give us a little camp history of your time here.
Yeah, hello. I'm Emma Chandler. This is my 10th summer at camp and my 4th year on staff. I have been long enough to be lucky enough to do pretty much every trip on camp, but I love backpacking and I'm so happy to be in the Holo for first session.
Awesome. And then second session division leader, we have Elena. Elena is unable to join us at this Zoom today due to some other staff training commitments, but she will be here for second session, and she's also done a lot of the trips, and she is very excited to meet you all if you are a second session camper. So first off, that first day, this video is for everyone, but just a little more emphasis if this is your first year with us. Arriving at camp on the opening day can be a little overwhelming. We're all very excited to see you. There's lots of camp friends that you haven't met that you will be meeting very soon. We want to make sure this experience on that first day is as welcoming as we possibly can make it. We ask that you stop halfway down the driveway at the big tent and get your name badge. That will be put on you straight away so we all know your name. All our staff will have name tags as well. We'll also have very cool staff shirts, so we're easy to identify, so you can always reach out and find a staff member to help you. The next step we want you to make once you've parked your car is come and meet Emma. Check in with Emma or Elena if you're second session. She will check that you've got everything that we need, and then she will introduce you to your cabin leaders. Parents, this is when you will be giving what we call an info sheet. The info sheet will have all the trip dates on it, who your division leader is, who your campus counselors are, what the cabin name is, how to check our photos, all the things that you need to know once you've driven out the driveway. We want to then have you all move into your cabin. The staff will help you. Families, you can certainly come and help your camper move into your cabin as well. We ask that you stay, families, as long as you like, but not too long. Make sure you're happy with the transition and you've met the staff, you've seen the cabin, you've had a little bit of a camp tour, and then we will take it from there. But we will then make sure that the camper, especially if this is your new first time, we'll give you a camp tour. We'll show you where everything is. We'll go over some policies or some procedures, just what ifs and how the schedule works. And then we'll do an opening campfire. It's really neat. We then introduce all our staff, and then we have a ceremony. We have some special songs that we sing on opening campfire. And then we start programming the very next day. So it is a busy day. We want to make sure you feel welcome. Please ask any questions along the way on that first day if you have any. Just a reminder of check-in dates and times. I think everyone has the dates at this point, but the times. So you are all 6th, 7th grade. These are the times. We'd love to see you start arriving around 2:30. This is just our way of trying to space everybody out. We are very, very flexible. So if you do have a bit of a drive, or you've got a sister or a brother at our boys camp, please make sure that we open the gates at 2, and we can be very flexible with your arrival times. Then also at check-in is our little visit to the health center. We have 2 health officers this year. If you could zip up, it's right near our registration and check-in table. But go up to the health center, meet our health officer. If you do have any prescriptions or over-the-counter medicine, this needs to be given to Tess so she can keep it and store it in our health center. Anything that you feel that we should know prior to your arrival about your camper's medical history, please feel free to either email me or put all that information on your health center, and please make sure that you have hit submit on your health center, on your health form. We do read them, and we want to make sure as we're prepared as possible. If anything changes throughout the course of the 2 or 4 weeks, and we feel that we need to take your camper offsite for any follow-up medical treatment, we will communicate that with you. You will be part of the discussion and the decisions if anything comes up. And then, our health center, make sure you visit there. So lots and lots of fun things to have to plan for. So lots of arts and crafts, lots of traditions, lots of activities. You'll see in one of the middle bottom photos, the girls are all kind of crazily dressed. That's my little tidbit on this photo. Please make sure you bring something crazy and fun to wear. We have a number of events or programming that requires crazy fun outfits. So maybe it's there, you've got something in your cupboard that you wouldn't wear in everyday life. Bring it to camp because we love it. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit more about the specific trips. So in the Holo, we have the Voyagers, the Trackers, and the 4-week Bushwackers. I'm going to pass this over to Emma because she has some exciting updates about the Voyager program.
So Voyagers is a new trip this year. It's 3 days backpacking on the North Country Trail. I actually just got back this morning from hiking it, starting yesterday and staying overnight at one of the campsites that our campers would be staying at. And we found that the North Country Trail is great. It's super easy to navigate, well maintained. There's opportunities to swim because it's along like a river and a creek. And I had a really great time, hiking the North Country Trail, even just this morning. So I'm very excited to kind of be launching this new trip, and I'm excited to actually get campers on the trail.
Awesome. Yeah, we love to scout out, so we know the trip in detail as well. So that's what Emma and these guys did this morning. We picked them up this morning. So the next trip we have that we want to kind of give a brief overview is the Trackers. Now, we just got a call 3 days ago from the National Park Service. They are having difficulties with the boat docking on North Manitou Island. This has only just happened due to unforeseen circumstances. The boat cannot stop at North Manitou, but we have looked at it, worked with the National Park Service, and we are now going to South Manitou Island. Same ferry, same departure times, same overview of the program. So that's still a hiking program. It's still around an island. It's just South Manitou rather than North. This will hopefully only be for first session. We do like North, although South is equally as beautiful and challenging. So maybe we'll end up going to South Manitou for the rest of the summer, but that's the plan for just first session at this point. And I think, Emma, again, do you want to jump in? You did do North Manitou when you were a counselor, right?
Yeah, so I was actually a trekker camper a long time ago, and then I did the trekker trip a few summers ago. This is a great one for someone who might not have been backpacking before. I would say it offers some challenge without being too overwhelming, but as you see in the pictures, there's some great stretches of beach, and I found that the sunsets on like the trekker trip are definitely some of the best.
Awesome. All right. And the last one, the last cabin program in the Holo is the Bushwackers. So they go up to Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore up near Munising, some great scenery and some great hikes. And I'm just going to pop Emma back on because she has done it more recently than I have. So Emma, what's your summary on the Pictured Rocks?
Yeah, so it's been a little bit longer since I've done the Bushwhacker trip, but what I do remember is that again, there are some great beaches. There are a lot of cliffs, and it's just super pretty. The mileage is very manageable. The beautiful cliffs and sunsets, lots of opportunities to swim, and other fun things to see on like layover days and things like that. And it's another good trip for someone who might not have been backpacking before. I found that a lot of campers and counselors like this one as well.
Awesome. So they're the 3 trips that you have signed up for in the Hollow. A couple of things that we want to just talk about in regards to packing for those trips. We do have a detailed packing list for each of those programs on our website. The thing that I want to kind of make sure everyone has, or we have emphasized, is rain gear. These trips, you are out in the field. We cannot do anything about the weather, and we want to make sure we're prepared for it. So please make sure not only do you have to have a rain jacket, you should also have rain pants. Hopefully you don't have to use them, but you're going to have to take them just in case. Something to leave behind. I hope this is something that you're ready for and excited about, to be able to leave your phones at home. Just have a little reset and not be on them for 2 or 4 weeks. A backpack is something essential for each of these trips. Again, the information is on our website. We do have a handful of backpacks here that you can rent just for a small fee. If you do want to get a backpack for your camper and you think that camping is in their future, either at here or outside of camp, we suggest a bigger backpack. It may feel a little bit bigger for the trips that we're on, but then if you come back next year or the year after, you will have a backpack that's more suitable for a longer, more intensive trip, hiking trip. What else? Crazy clothes. I think we mentioned that. Chapel whites is another thing. We do have a chapel service. We really work at doing the presentation around the core values of the why. So we pick the oldest cabin in camp to present the chapel service on a Sunday. We go to our little spot down near the lake. It's a nice spot to have a little reflection. The cabin that is presenting the chapel cover the core values, so caring, honesty, respect, responsibility, teamwork, inclusion, and environmental stewardship. We just ask all our campers to wear white. All our staff do too. It's a tradition that's been happening here since the 60s or even earlier, I think. It's just a nice way to fill in that Sunday morning. And then anything that you want to bring from home that, you know, gives you that comfort. So a stuffed animal, photos of family or friends or pets, you're very welcome to bring all them as well. So then how do you find the packing list? On our website, we have this great resource. It's called Parent Resources. It's up in the top right-hand corner. When you click on that, you'll get to these 6 boxes. They're the important boxes. There's even more information under that as well. So check that out, but please do give us a call at any time or an email if you have any questions. Just a little bit about the food. We are very, very excited. We have a new food service director this year. His name is Doug. He and his team are doing some fantastic meal options. But for you, there's lots of fruit and vegetables. We will continue to have the salad bar at lunch and dinner. We also want to make sure that we're catering for your dietary needs. So please give that information on your health form and hit submit, so that we have that information so we can share that with Doug so he knows in advance what challenges and what meal options we need to kind of tailor for you. So again, any additional information that you feel that we need to know, please feel free to email me and I'll share that with who we need to have that shared with. So communication, I want to emphasize to our families at home that no news is good news, but please believe me, if anything does come up that's out of the ordinary or anything that I feel as a parent myself that is worthy of you being involved and updated, I will certainly make that call. But yeah, just enjoy the 2 weeks and hear all about it when you get home. You can, while you're at home, check out our Bunk One online sharing photo platform. Lots of photos will be put up there of your campers and the snippet of camp on a daily basis. If you go onto the Bunk One, and all this information is on the website, scroll down because it does have the payment options, which you can go to as well. But if you just want to see photos, that is a free option just a little further down. Through Bunk One, you can send emails to your camper. You can do that as much as you like. We print them off and put them in their mailboxes. Bunk One also offers what we call bunk replies. So you can add a second sheet. This year, all our staff have been briefed on that so that they know if a camper does get a bunk reply, they can write on the bunk reply, submit it back to our office, and then it gets scanned directly to your email. So it's kind of like having a letter written by your camper and put in the mail, but it's scanned instead. So just share that information with your camper so that they know too when they get a bunk reply what that is all about. And then Emma and Elena will be sending what we call progress reports. So you should get 2 during the 2 weeks that your campers are here if you're a 2-weeker, and you should get 3 if you're a 4-weeker. And that's just an update specific to your cabin group and that program. It could have a photo of them returning from their trip. That's always a fun photo to share. Maybe it's a Super Saturday, maybe it's a cabin time, but you'll get an email from our division leaders twice or 3 times during the session. So then we have some dates. This will all be in the information sheet that you will get and check in. So it will be specific for you. But just in case you want to know, the Voyagers leave pretty much out of the gate. You'll check in on Sunday. The Voyagers leave on Tuesday. The Trackers leave pretty quickly too, their first Sunday there. And then the Bushwackers have a full week in camp to do lots of the activities, but also get ready for their week-long trip. And then the Voyagers session 1B leave the 5th and come back the 7th. So that's first session. We also have second session. Again, you'll get this information, but Voyagers are pretty much straight out of the gates. So we'll zip them off to their trip that first week, but then the second week, they'll have all that time at camp doing all the fun activities. Trackers as well leave pretty soon, and Bushwackers again leave at the same time as first session, that second Monday. And then Voyagers the second 2 weeks. If you're a 2B Voyager, you are going to leave the second week and be back in time for casino night. So again, more information will be given specific to your program when you check in, but I just kind of wanted to share that with you. At this point, I think we have touched base on hopefully everything that I feel you need to know. If I've missed anything, please jump in the chat and let me know. But we're in the midst of staff training right now. We have 75 staff here that are getting camp ready, but doing lots of training. We're sitting, some of our staff are sitting through wilderness first aid right now. We've done lifeguarding, we've done CPR. Some of our staff are wilderness first responders. We've done lots of cabin preparations, lots of training. We've got a session tonight on cabin time activities. And then we're also having a parent actually join us and talk a little bit about what it feels like to drop your camper off at camp. Being the only parent here, I want to make sure other campers realize how precious your children are, and we thank you for trusting us and sending your camper to us. So what is the drop-off address? That is great. Girls Camp, Camp Arbutus, Hayo-Went-Ha. The address is just like Gina wrote, 1380. If you do, or Emma, I think Emma wrote that, sorry. If you do put it in your GPS, it may be the service drive. You'll see, we'll put signs out the front so that we can, you can easily identify us, but sometimes the driveways get a little mixed up on your GPS. Camelbacks is definitely okay for a water bottle. That's a great idea, actually. Definitely bring those. Orange juice for medication at camp, you can bring your own if you like. We can certainly help. We've got plenty of orange juice, and we'll keep some up in the health center if that's an easier way for your camper to take your medicine. That is great information to email me so we know who that camper is, and when they come, we can just have it ready and available. Camp chairs are a good idea. You know what's even a better idea is hammocks. If you do have a hammock, please feel free to bring them. It's really fun. There is downtime throughout the day for the kids just to enjoy chatting and, you know, just kind of having a bit of downtime. So sitting in a hammock is always fun, but definitely bring a chair if you would like. Parents and grandparents can certainly jump on bunk one. That's no problem at all. Just share that. There's a little code. I think it's AHWH 2023, but that is on the website. So feel free to share that. And then grandparents share bunk one. A pair of pajamas and the bushwhacker. Yeah, you could, when we do pack specifically for the trip, Emma is down in the division with the campers, and we go through each item one at a time. So bring everything that you think you might want to take, and then we can chat about it and be specific when we're packing for the trip. All right, trunks and luggage. Trunks are a good idea if you have them. If you want to buy one and you feel like they're you know, they are over $100, but I bought one when my camper was both my girls were adventurers, and Emma's just broke this year, and this is her 3rd year on staff. So I felt like I got my money's worth out of a trunk. If you don't have a trunk or don't have time to get one, also that are really, really good is in Home Depot or any of those big stores, they have those big, huge plastic trunks. They will also work really well as well. So yeah, great questions. Again, if you have any others, rain boots for the Voyager trip. Trunks certainly don't need locks. Emma, do you want to jump on and just talk about the hiking boots that we need to, because each of these trips is a hiking trip, we want to make sure that you have good boots. And rain boots, is that like to walk in the water, or is that more just to go through puddles? I'm not sure. Emma, tell us what you think.
Yeah, so I would say you would just need hiking boots for the Voyager trip. You are on trail the whole time, and there aren't any like rivers or any water that you like have to walk through. Typically with hiking boots, you definitely need some ankle support. And this can also apply to any trip in the division. So Bushwackers, Voyagers, and Trekkers. I would recommend hiking boots that have ankle supports. If they are waterproof, then that is a bonus, but it's not required. I would just say that hiking boots should be worn in a little bit before you arrive, just to prevent any issues with fit or blisters or things like that. So I think that hiking boots would be work just fine for the Voyager trip and pretty much any trip in the Hollow.
Awesome. All right. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time here on a Sunday. Again, if you have any other questions, please feel free to email. Let us know if there's anything additional that you feel that we need to know about your camper. And if not, we will be seeing you in 7 short days if you're checking in session 1A. If you're a little later in the summer, we'll be just as excited to see you as well. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Happy packing, and we will see you at camp soon.
All right, can't wait.
Awesome. Thanks, Emma. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Hi, Sarah. How are you? See you soon.